Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I'm sitting on the back porch. You can see packing boxes right here. I have a blanket behind me to kind of hide the packing boxes a little bit. And it is cold here, and I have a nice warm blanket. And I'm going to show it to you because it's really pretty. But I'm going to show you a little bit more. Good morning, Patty Barker. Good morning. Good morning, Naomi. It's good to see you. Good to see both of you. And I hope that you're doing well. Thank you, Patty. I'm going to show a little more of it in a minute. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. It was one year. Well, I'll explain what it's all about. Good morning, Robin. Good morning. It's good to see you. Are you getting snow yet? Now, in North Carolina, where the kids live, it's supposed to be getting snow Friday. So basically, a week from today, it's supposed to. Just hi to all, right? I know, Patty. It's like as people start coming in, you're like, oh, hi, 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 hi. And that's okay too. Yeah, it's so good to see everyone. I need coffee today, and I got a story. Mm, and it's not a funny one, but it's a story. And mm, you can tell I've been drinking out of both sides of my cup. Some lipstick there. Mm, I really need coffee today. Oh, okay. No, for the next 10 days, 40 and 50s. Oh, yeah. Darn. Hey, Kenny Joe. Good morning. Good morning. And now this coming Thursday and Friday in Tennessee in the Pigeon Forge area, it's supposed to be snowing. So if you want to see snow, grab that grandbaby of yours and head on over. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I know that there's snow somewhere, right? There is snow somewhere. So it is at 7 a.m. this morning. It was 37 degrees here. And now it's in the low 40s. So like 41-ish, like that. So here in Florida, we're having a little bit of a cool weather, which is fine with me. And I'm looking down at my Dobby boy. So he's my friend. You got to go find you some snow. I know, right? Right? Now, the kids just came from Nebraska. No, Dobby, stop. He's rubbing his head on the tripod. So the kids just came from Nebraska for a visit, and they had snow, and the girls absolutely loved it. They got to go sledding, and they got to go ice skating, and Justin got to go ice skating for the first time in his life, and he did really good. They took video. Obviously, they were hoping for funny, but he actually did really, really well. So, Dobby, stop. You're shaking the camera. He's rubbing his face on my tripod. And you're such a pretty boy. You are such a pretty boy. He's such a love, but anyway, he just thinks he should be able to rub his face on everything. I don't know if you have cats and but yeah. They think they own everything. I don't know why. So, oh, I'm so glad to see everyone this morning. So let me tell you about this little blanket that I've got on my lap. And it's not a little blanket, it's a really big blanket. So my husband's aunt Dorothy, when you need more coffee now, I know, go find you some coffee. I'm gonna drink a little bit. Mm. When Aunt Dorothy um, would go and visit Uncle Henry, her husband, my husband's uncle, in the nursing home. He was in nursing home rehab, trying to recover from something. And so there were months and months where she would go and just sit all day, in the nursing home with him. And so she would crochet. And, what else is there to do, right? And crochet is our therapy. So she would crochet. Well, she didn't just crochet, she crocheted a blanket for everyone in the family, including her nieces and nephews who lived in Florida. Like everyone in the family. So I got one and my husband got one. So it wasn't just like this one is for this family and this one is every individual person got a blanket. And she mailed them in a big box. And my mother-in-law, she has this huge dining room table and that would seat like 12 people. I mean, it was really, really long. So she laid all the blankets out. She had them folded. Obviously, they were folded when they came, and just laid out on the table. And of course, she got to choose the first one, which is only fair. And so they chose, as people would come and, visit her, she would say, go pick out your blanket. And so this is the one that I picked out, and I just fell in love with it. And so do you see that it's like a filet crochet? And so this is like a dragonfly stitch, I think. Like that is a dragonfly stitch. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. So like this was a chain, this is a chain, and then there was a stitch that connected this row to this row. So it, it went like that. And but it was made in the granny square. It was, it's really pretty. So anyway, she did all different colors. So you can see that she did, the different squares, and then she put them together. And so there's, all different colors. You can tell this was a really good, I'm sure, scrap blanket buster, So all different kinds of colors. This is a different green and even a pink. Here is this tan color and then this gold color. Here's even a darker green. So it's just, it has all different kinds of colors in it, which, I do love good colors, right? And so, anyway, this was just so fun to me. So I chose this one. I just really, really liked it. And so I'm just going to keep warm with this blanket around me now. Yes. So anyway, got it on my legs. My legs are what's cold. So good morning, Alice. Happy Friday to you. So oh, I see even at the bottom there's a brown and a gray, and I think you saw the baby blue. Here's the gray, here's the brown. So it really was a very good stash buster project. But anyway, so she could sit there and make these motifs, these squares, and then, and then put them together. And it looks like she just, well, she didn't crochet them together. Okay, so she just slip stitched them with this creamy white color. But you really can't even see it very clearly, but like maybe you can there, but a little bit, yeah. But it's so subtle that it didn't really even make a mark or anything. She did it very loosely so that it would, do a soft drape. So anyway, I really like this blanket. So I thought, let me go in the closet and pull this out and show it to you. I had brought this out a long time ago. And in fact, in one of my crochet rooms at the old house, I had it hanging on a bookcase, in front of a bookcase. And that was kind of like displayed. So sorry for the yawn. I'm gonna drink a little more coffee. And what's in your cup this morning? We didn't even ask that. My housewarming square collection is very pretty. However, the last one that I showed you is the last of the squares that I've received so far. So I haven't received any more squares yet. And so and I really haven't talked about it. But I think I'll come on and show that again in a separate video, and we'll talk about it again if anybody wants to submit that. Mm, this is really good coffee. I could just sit here and cuddle in this blanket and drink my coffee. Mm. So I don't know if you saw the thumbnail for today's episode, but it is taken from the British, and it's so it has a crown on the top. Aw, Alice, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And I'm gonna make some too, to like just some plain, very plain ones to just kind of fill in around all of the beautiful ones. So that all of the ones that you sent will just like pop. So and I love a good granny. It doesn't even matter, what kind it is, what color it is. I just love a good granny. Just like this. I mean, all of these colors just, put together like this. I really love it. So anyway, this blanket made me happy this morning, so I grabbed it. And oh goodness. Oh yeah, that is a good knot. Okay. I saw a little end and I got worried. Do you ever do that? It's like no matter what you do, wash after wash, then some ends are going to come loose. And yes, I will. I'll explain the project. I will. So just a little recap, and then I'll do a whole thing. I'll do a separate thing just explaining it. But I'm building a house for the new people. I'm building a house in, or our family, we are building a house in Tennessee. And so a conversation happened, and so it was suggested that everybody send me granny squares. And so we're going for like a 7-inch, basically, granny square. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to put them together no matter what size they are. So, but that was kind of like the guide, like a 7-inch granny square. And so anyway, because I did a regular granny square and 5 rows was 7 inches, and that's why. So, yeah, kind of like this, how it's just going to go together. And then, yeah, and I'm going to put it together. And it's going to be the first housewarming gift at our new home. So anyway, and it's just going to be, from all of my crochet friends. And so if you want to get in on it and you want to be a part of that blanket, just send a granny square. My address is down below. There's a P.O. box down below. And then once I accumulate several, then I show them off. I show off the ones that have already been sent in. So anyway, that's just a little recap, and I will do a separate video, granny square update, and just and also explain the whole process a little more in depth. And I'm so sorry for yawning. So yeah, yesterday was a day. It wasn't the best day of my life, but it was not certainly the worst day of my life. And so anyway, every day has its challenges, and every day has, good things and bad things. And so I borrowed the British keep calm and carry on sign, and it's so on the front of the thumbnail for this episode, it says keep calm and crochet on. And so I borrowed that because, things happen in life. And so as And I thought that this was appropriate because Aunt Dorothy crocheted this. And good morning, Nikki. She crocheted this in the nursing home while Uncle Henry was recovering. And so, anyway, that's what she did. She kept calm and she crocheted on. And so, a good example, and good, such a good, encouraging idea. So, you know, um, so anyway, yesterday was, not the best day of my life. It wasn't the worst day of my life. Um, but anyway, um, then we finally, went to bed, and my little Rosie girl, my big girl, you've seen her before. She was sleeping in our bed, and she just seemed really restless. And then she got down, and she, would come over and lick my leg, and that is her signal. She just gives one little lick when she needs to go outside. And she's done that since she was a puppy. She would just come over and just look at you and then just give you a little lick. And that was her way of asking to go outside. It's funny how different dogs have different ways, right? And so I got up, and it was, obviously dark out. And so I let her out, and then she came back in. She barked and barked and barked out here. I don't know what was out here that got her attention, but and then she came in, and so we went back into the bedroom, and she she didn't get up back up in the bed. So I got up in the bed, and I had a little light on and everything, and then I heard her drinking some water, and then I heard this banging and thumping, and it sounded like thumping in the bathtub, and I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. I thought maybe she, maybe a lizard got in and she was trying to catch it, because that's kind of what it sounded like all this jumping, because that's what she does. So we turned on the light, and she was having a grand mal seizure on the bathroom floor. So, I did not stay calm. And so my husband was in there, kind of watching over her, and it felt like it lasted a long time. It probably lasted less than a minute, but it felt like a long time. Mom, heard me not being calm, and she came to see what was the matter. And so, she's had dogs that have had seizures before. So she was telling me, it's okay, just stay calm, and, it'll pass. We had a pug. We had a pug and another dog that would have seizures. So I don't know, what it is about dogs and seizures, but anyway, this was the very first one that Rosie has ever had. She's always been so healthy and strong, and we've just never had to worry about her health. Probably because being a mixed breed, and you know, I don't know. So anyway, she kind of came out of it a little bit, and she was really disoriented. Um, so and very restless. So she wouldn't come back up on the bed. She just paced and paced. So we came out in the living room, and my husband and I, sat on our it's we have a sofa that has two recliners on either end, and then there's a space in the middle, and that space right there, that seat right there, is Rosie's seat. So you know it's so weird when we have company come over, and if we sit in our regular seats and somebody else sits in that seat, Rosie kind of like looks at them like, I that's my seat, and she kind of sometimes, if I don't not paying attention, she'll even like ease up like one foot at a time, and she'll get up there and just kind of like wiggle herself in. Oh goodness, right? She is bad because that's her seat. And so anyway, she doesn't know etiquette. She just knows dog. So anyway, she paced, and then I was reading online because I didn't know. So it said, um, what to do after your dog has a seizure, and give a snack, something to raise their blood sugar. It did say, some of the signs afterwards could be, restlessness, sleepiness. It could be unprovoked aggression, because I guess it does something in their brain. And she did growl at me after the seizure. I was trying to help her up on the bed and she didn't want me to. So we just kind of backed off. That's not like her at all. She never growls at people. And so, anyway, I'm happy to report that today she's fine and she's very happy and puppy like and energetic and sweet, just like she always is. So, and she's actually kind of a little frisky. So that's good news. But last night, wow. So, mom had made some pound cake. And so I got a slice of pound cake and I gave her, some cake to bring her sugar up, because we don't really have anything that she could have, with that would bring up her sugar level. That was it. So it was lemon pound cake. She enjoyed it. She was like, thank you. So, and then we couldn't get her to drink water, so I went and got my water cup, which was kind of like, it was one of those Tervis mugs. So it was kind of shaped like a coffee mug, but it was that plastic insulated, And so, and I had little ice cubes in there. And so anyway, I held that down to her and she drank and drank and drank. And so I ended up when she stopped drinking out of that, I dumped it and got her just some plain tap water, because I didn't want her to have too cold of water. I know, mom's pound cake. And, mom's pound cake just seems to cure all the problems of the world, right? And so she drank some of my water out of my mug. And after a little bit, then she was able to finally, because she was still real shaky, she was able to finally get up on the couch in her spot. But she still didn't want to be touched. So, like if you rubbed on her or put your arm on her or whatever, she would get restless. So, but anyway, so hubby and I fell asleep on the couch last night in the recliners. And when I woke up, Rosie was on, we have a dog bed on the floor also. So she was on that. And so we went to bed and she got up in bed and we slept the rest of the night. But wow, what a night. So was a little bit of excitement that I really could have done without. Really could have. But thankfully, she seems fine today. So I don't know if any of you have ever had any, experience with dog seizures. If you have and you have any pointers that you'd like to share, anything different than what I saw online, go ahead and let me know down below. I'm open to suggestions. I hope it never happens again. I can tell you that. It was pretty scary looking. But, I guess just as in people, it happens and it's just something that you learn to deal with. I don't know. I guess if it happens a lot, then, medication might be an issue, but maybe she will never have another one again. I'm hoping not. So anyway, keep calm and crochet on. When life gets a little hairy, and just go ahead and crochet on and, let that be our therapy, right? So, I said life has been a little crazy lately, and I've been working on a blanket that I haven't shown you, although I did give you a little clip of the of the of the work in one of my reels, actually in two of my reels. One of them, there was like a tangle, and then another one, it was just crocheting. So I'm going to give you a little sneak preview of this blanket that I'm working on. And I have the written tutorial, and I am working on the video tutorial on it. And I would like to introduce you to the Winter Retreat Fireside Blanket. And so this one is really fun. The colors are not coming out exactly as they are. They're a little bit more vibrant than they are in in real life. They are not as bright and brilliant. They're kind of a muted. Just to give you an idea, this is actually called drab olive or dark olive. And then this brown right here is called cinnamon. And this is dark country blue. And then this one right here is terracotta. So it's more of a dark red rust, but it's showing up as like an orange, but it's not. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. So this pattern is so easy, so easy. And I cannot wait to show it to you, but I've been working to get this blanket finished so that I could show you how to do the border. But what I may do is stop at like the halfway mark, show how to do the border, and then continue working on it. That way I can get it out to you. Thank you, Robin. So let me tell you, Alice did a little swatch for me to help me out and to test the pattern quickly because I'm trying to get this one out quick, right? And but you know, life is just like it's like getting in the way of my crochet. So anyway, but that's okay. That's what life does, right? Life is life, and life is what you live every day, right? So anyway, I've been trying to get this tutorial out as quickly as I can, but Alice did a swatch in some pastel colors. Let me tell you, that is gorgeous too. So this blanket, even though, you know, I'm calling it the Winter Retreat Fireside Blanket, and I'll explain the colors in just a second. Even though I'm calling it that, this pattern does lend itself well to, you know, to other colors. And also, because of the repeat, I'll hold it up this way. Because of the repeat, you could start with this color here if you wanted, and do you know, 2 rows of those single crochet to border it, and maybe end it right here if you wanted to do 4 colors, and maybe end it right here and have a nice scarf. Or you know, you could do anything with it. You could do anything with this pattern. But anyway, I just wanted to show it to you because this is what I've been working on in all of my spare time. Look at some of my ends here. So, oh my goodness. Where's my cat? Dobby. Oh, he came out the other end. I don't know if you saw him, but oh my goodness, the cat is crazy. So anyway, to make this blanket, I thought that it was 16 that we need to go repeat, but I think it's closer to 20 to make it 50 by 60. So the pattern repeat. So that would be from here to here. So let me explain my color choices and what they meant, why I chose them. So keep in mind that these are darker in real life than you know, than what they're showing up. But the blue, I started out, okay, when you did the swatch, you used pastels because that's what you had handy. Yes. Oh, and it would make a really, really pretty baby blanket. I actually fell in love with Alice's version of this blanket in those colors. So, you know, you could do a winter retreat. Well, you could do, you know, a spring retreat baby blanket. Anyway, so this, you know, blue to me just represents a warm hug. And this terracotta is the flames of the fire. So it's a fireside blanket. And the green just represents the evergreen trees, you know, outside while you're sitting around a warm campfire. And then this is, it's the color is cinnamon, and the shape of it is like a cinnamon stick. And it just represents the warmth of cinnamon, and, you know, the hot beverage of, you know, that you might drink around the campfire, maybe a spiced cider or something like that, that is just really warm, and inviting. So that was kind of the colors, the meaning behind the colors that I chose for the winter retreat blanket. So anyway, so, you know, obviously it's this way. And so you can see, you know, the flames of the fire, the cinnamon stick, the trees, and then this is just, you know, a nice warm hug. So that was my idea around it. Sentimental. But so this is what I've been working on, and I'm just, you know, I am really excited about it. This is what I've gotten so far. This is the beginning. So every cinnamon stick is an end of like an area. So five, actually, yes, five of these sections equal 1/4 of this blanket. So I have started on number 5, because this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I've started on number 5, and then I'll be 1/4 of the way through this blanket. So it's easy to it's an easy repeat pattern. It's easy to remember. And honestly, I don't even have to look at my pattern anymore. When I first started it, I had to look at the pattern, and I'm like, okay, what's the next stitch? Okay, what's the next stitch? But now, as I've worked it, it's like, it's just flows, because this one, you know, it just flows, 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 flows. This one also does the same thing. This one does the same thing. This is 2 rows of single crochet, and then you start the pattern over again. So it is super easy. I can't wait to show it to you. I can't wait to get that published. So I'm working on that. And, you know, in the past when I've done tutorials and I haven't finished the project, but I want to get the tutorial out, I've had complaints about people saying, well, I wish that I could see the finished product. Totally get that. Totally get it. So I've been trying to work on this to get this out. And it's just been a interesting time. And so I have been working on it as much as I can. And so I'm really excited to finally get that done. Plus, I would like to be able to tell you exactly how much yarn. I've estimated how much yarn is required, but once I get to, you know, 1/4 of it, then I can times the use by 4, and, you know, and I can figure it out. So that's why I wanted to do that as well. So anyway, what is on your hook today? I want to know. I know that you guys are working on some really lovely things because you're sharing them, and it's so amazing. I love seeing the things. Alice, I know, finished her bunny. Remember the bunny she said she was working on? Alice, did you share that in the Facebook group? I'm not sure. I know that I saw it in a chat. I'm not sure I saw it in the Facebook group, but you know, I've been a little busy, so I don't know if I've even been able to look at that really well. But, and I'm really encouraged. Robin, I was thinking about you last night, and I was thinking about how you, oh, what? You're working on a sweater? That's amazing. Is it a sweater for an adult size or a child size? Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks, Alice. Yes. Oh my goodness, that little bunny was so adorable. It looked like a real bunny, just kind of like hunched down on the ground. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. Robin, oh, that is awesome. High five, high five, high five. Robin's making a sweater for herself, and I am so happy about that. That's awesome. That is awesome. I have realized that, sweaters aren't that hard. So, maybe one day I'll make one for myself. Right. So, I'm really glad that you're making one for yourself. That's awesome. Um, hey, kitty, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Oh my goodness. So, um, oh, I forgot what I was talking about. I was really glad about the sweater. So, yeah, um, sweaters are so fun to make. I really never realized how fun they are to make and how really not that hard they are. I mean, yes, some of them have challenges and some of them, you do have to follow the pattern a little bit more. But ow, 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 don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Don't bite me. My cat. My cat. He was playing with my foot. Oh my goodness. Alice says, I like to hear when people make something for themselves. We spend so much time making for others. It's true. It is true. Making the cows inspired you. Yay! I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's exciting. That's really exciting. And let me tell you, those cows are gorgeous and very, I'm going to say trendy. And the colors you chose were really, I don't know that elegant, stylish is the word that I'm looking for. Very stylish. Yeah, yeah. Your besties are gonna just love them. So, did you give them out yet? I don't remember if you had your party or not. Is it tonight? Is your party? I don't remember. So, anyway, guess what I get to do today? Oh, I'm so excited. I get to go to a Chinese buffet. Oh, Nikki, you're still separating the yarn for the pony hat. Oh, you're 1/4 of the way done. Yes, the cows are absolutely stunning. Okay, you haven't given them out yet. Okay. I'm excited to hear their reaction to it. I mean, honestly, wearing that under a coat, under a winter coat, how, you know, Alice said stunning, how trendy, not trendy in the young way. Yeah, I know, yum food, right? Yeah, it was a really nice pattern. Really, really nice pattern. You know what we're going to have to do is get Lori on here to show us how to make her braided cowl pattern. And I asked her if she could show me and if I could do a tutorial on it. But she's so busy because she's added, like, I don't know how many cats to her cattery. A lot. Like, she's saying, say hello to this cat. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so anyway, I know, so could I, Alice. I could eat Chinese food every single day. Oh, good. Oh, you love that one. I know, Robin, right? She made a lot of them, but I don't know how to make it. And I tried on my own. I didn't do a very good job. And actually, I got confused halfway through. And Alice said she could eat Chinese food every day, or Italian, or Mexican. And Robin loves Chinese too. Okay. Oh, you want a cat? Oh, yes. Nikki wants a cat. Nikki, I have a cat you can have. It's my tuxedo cat. He's oh yes, thank you, Patty. I am going to enjoy the buffet. I told Mom it's been so long since I've been to a Chinese buffet, and so as a joke, I said, um, strictly a joke, mind you, because I don't like, but I said I'm gonna eat so much until I upchuck it, and then I'm gonna go eat some more. But no, that's not happening. That is not happening because I don't like that. I don't know if anybody watched Everybody Loves Raymond, but Marie, the mother-in-law, will go, I don't like that Raymond. So I always have to say that when I Winding Road has a pattern, but it didn't work out for you. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get Lori over here. I don't know. Or I'll just have to go visit her and say, here, you have to crochet this while I film you. And that way I can copy it and then do a proper tutorial and insert Lori's little quips in the middle of it. I think that would be fun, don't you? I think it would be a lot of fun. So, all right, guys. Well, we're at 40 minutes, and that's about all I can talk about today. I didn't, get a good, nice, solid sleep until after Rosie went to sleep. The final part of the night. I'm sorry. But I am ready for the day. How about you? So, just to let you know, Monday might be a little bit different. We're hoping to, Robin says, I am married to a mix of all those men on ELR, and I'm turning into Marie. Right? Oh, so Donald is a little bit of all of them, huh? Yeah, I get it. I get it. And you're turning into Marie. I feel like that myself, right? I don't like that, Raymond. I know. I feel like that too. That is so funny. Too funny. Oh my gosh. That was a good show. That was a good show. So, I might go take a nap before before Chinese food time. I don't know. But I know one thing, I'm not eating a big breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I think I'll just make this coffee my breakfast. So, no matter what's going on in your life, keep calm and crochet on. And and I'll keep working on my um my blanket that I love. I'm really loving it. And it so just so you know, I've made it with the Hobby Lobby, and the drape is so good. The drape is so good. Look how I can just like and it's mostly solid. The green part has some trouble crochet. The blue part has a little bit of trouble crochet, but most of it is a nice warm blanket. So anyway, oops, I'm falling out. Let me pull this. There we go. All right, my friends, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Next week's going to be a little bit different because we're trying to go see the granddaughters next week. I don't know. I can't give you the definite, but you might see some car crochet every now and then, and so that will be fun. And so just keep that in mind. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend and stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. I will see you on Monday.